Do you believe in the Son of God? John chapter 9 verse 35. That is the question of the ages. It is without a doubt the most important question a human being must contemplate. It will mean life or death, eternally, depending on how one answers. In Matthew chapter 24 verse 24, Jesus warns against false Christs and false prophets performing great signs and wonders, insomuch that, if it were possible, they shall deceive the very elect. Modern Christianity, no matter what the denomination, is plagued with a myriad of doctrines and traditions of men, teachings that cannot be found in the Holy Bible yet are embraced as though they are gospel truth. So much of what is considered mainstream originated in pagan, heathen religions. For this reason, a sincere study of Scripture is imperative. Only when a soul is well versed in biblical truth can that soul recognize false doctrines. A false doctrine has obscured the identity of the God of the Bible. The so widely accepted notion that God is a Trinity, a three-in-one mystery being, has muddied the waters of Bible truth for centuries. Consequently, the sonship of Jesus Christ to the one true God of the Bible has also suffered, rendered a mere metaphoric relationship by the ill-conceived wisdom of men. The Trinity doctrine is becoming controversial. More and more Christians are discovering the pagan origin of this doctrine. Questions arise. What does the Bible say about who God is? What is the truth? Millard J. Erickson was a research professor of theology at Southwestern Baptist Theological Seminary. In his book on the Trinity, God in Three Persons, he says the following: "This doctrine in many ways presents strange paradoxes. It was the very first doctrine dealt with systematically by the Church, yet is still one of the most misunderstood and disputed doctrines. Further, it is not clearly or explicitly taught anywhere in Scripture, yet it is widely regarded as a central doctrine, indispensable to the Christian faith." Pages 11 to 12. Shirley C. Guthrie Jr. was a minister of the Presbyterian Church, USA, and a Trinitarian scholar. In his best-selling book, Christian Doctrine, he says the following: "The Bible does not teach the doctrine of the Trinity. Neither the word Trinity itself nor such language as one in three, three in one, one essence, or substance, and three persons is biblical language. The language of the doctrine is the language of the ancient church taken from classical Greek philosophy." Pages 76 to 77. Roger Olson is a professor emeritus of theology and ethics at Baylor University's George W. Truett Theological Seminary. And Christopher Hall is an associate professor of biblical and theological studies at Eastern College in St. David's, Pennsylvania. In their book, The Trinity, they say the following: "It is understandable that the importance placed on this doctrine is perplexing to many lay Christians and students. Nowhere is it clearly and unequivocally stated in Scripture. The doctrine of the Trinity developed gradually after the completion of the New Testament in the heat of controversy. The full-blown doctrine of the Trinity was spelled out in the 4th century at two great ecumenical councils, Nicaea, 325 AD, and Constantinople, 381 AD, pages 1 to 2. Graham Greene was a writer and a Catholic scholar. He said the following in Life magazine published on October 30, 1950. "Our opponents sometimes claim that no belief should be held dogmatically which is not explicitly stated in Scripture. But the Protestant churches have themselves accepted such dogmas as the Trinity, for which there is no such precise authority in the Gospels. Exploring the Trinity, by examining Scripture, systematically compares Scripture with Scripture to get a comprehensive biblical perspective on the identity of God and His Son." You can purchase the book through Amazon.com by using the QR code on this slide. Or you can enter the URL on this slide into your favorite browser. Or you can open Amazon.com and enter the search, "Exploring the Trinity by Examining Scripture." I hope you are blessed by reading the book, and I pray that you share this important message with all believers in God that are not aware of the truth.